This weekend's project is to teach myself some new tricks in CAD design, and I'm going to make some jerry can holders for the front of the toy hauler canopy. I think I'm going to make one on one side that's going to hold a 20 litre water jerry can, and then on the other side one that holds a fuel jerry can. I haven't really locked in the layout completely on the front of this, but I still think I'm going to go spare tire in the middle, jerry can on either side, and then up the top here I wanted to make a slide or swing out shower tent awning bracket. So it comes out on this side and then have the hot water system in here that pulls out around the corner into the shower tent. Righto, fast forward a few hours and a few YouTube tutorials, and this is what we're looking at. Pretty basic design. Going to go with more fire on the front for the petrol one and less fire on the water one, just for a laugh. That's the advantage of making custom shit. And yeah, front, back, side, side, and the bottom is just a rectangle, so I'll probably just cut that with a circ saw. I left a little cutout on either side just for the water tap to come out, even though this is the fuel one. Gives me a bit more flexibility if, you know, by some chance I want to run 2 water jerrys instead. And I put in all these little holes around the top, and that takes like a Parker strap to put a strap over the top of it. So yeah, that's it for version 1. Hopefully it works. Now to find a mate with the plasma table. Time to head over to Cody's and see if I can cut this thing out. I did forget yesterday and Friday that the aluminium joint actually closes early, so all I've got is some offcuts I had left, so we're probably only going to get one shot at it, I think. All I've got is like 3 or 4 sheets of, I think it's 2.5 or 3 mil sitting in there from the canopy build, so that'll have to do. It's going to be interesting if we hit the brakes too hard, but we'll just have to avoid that. If this video doesn't come out, it's because I'm decapitated, and you might see that on the news. Anyway, let's go. Righto, we're at Cody's and we've loaded all this up on the CNC. So yeah, set it up in Fusion 360, ran it through post-processing, got on a USB stick, let's give it a crack. That's it.
There we go.
There she is. Yeah, it didn't go off the sheet. What could go wrong? Oh, soon what?
All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. For comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Killing in the desert, I'm good under pressure. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Let's go 100 miles. From the ground to the clouds, never coming down.
Back in my shed, all the pieces came up pretty good. The plasma does leave a bit of a dag underneath the bottom. I think you need like a fiber laser or something before it stops doing that. So yeah, we've got to give them all a bit of a buff, clean them up, ready for welding anyway. So I'm just going to flap wheel the hell out of them. The text came up pretty good, and it's going to look good with a color behind it. Probably hard to see, but once we finish it and put a red or a green jerry can behind it, it should stand out a bit more. So yeah, let's roll on the quick time lapse of me cutting loose with the Milwaukee flat wheel.
On me, wear proud, show them what we got. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles. From the ground to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear proud. All they was talking about. All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center. Quick to sever, however, whoever. Raining from above, we shooting down through your umbrella, ayy. Getting fed up, nothing you could tell us. Snapping every shot I take is straight to.
Righto, everything's cleaned up and ready to go. I'm trying to make use of this new fixture table that I built in the last video. Running a couple of little poles there as a bit of a backstop and a clamp on the front. Hopefully that's enough. The new Lincoln machine doesn't do AC TIG. I've mentioned that in the review video. If you want to have a look at that, I'll put it up in the corner here somewhere. So yeah, I'm running the Lincoln 200M, the Powercraft. It's been a hot minute since I've done any AC TIG welding or TIG welding in general. So fingers crossed, let's see how it goes. We're just gonna jigsaw puzzle piece it together and hopefully it turns out all right. Put the earth lead on would help. I'm gonna go throw some long pants on because sitting like this, I'm gonna get Ray burnt as coming along pretty good. I just need to work my way around it now and fully weld it out. I turned down the amps and turned up the frequency from 80 to 120 hertz. And I'm not the best welder, but they're coming out all right. I dipped the tungsten a couple of times where those little black spots are, but they're coming out all right. One thing you definitely got to watch when you're welding alloy is that thing is extremely hot. It gets really hot and never changes color. So you can burn yourself pretty easy. Righto, that's him all fully welded out. Definitely quite a bit of TIG welding. I think the next technique I want to learn in CAD is the one where you lay out like a flat template and it plasma cuts like perforations, like little slots, and then you just use those as bend lines and, you know, fold a bit more of it together and then hopefully weld about a third as much as this. So I might try that for the other one. Now I'm going to go through and flap wheel all the welds down, maybe give them a bit of a sand, and then hopefully it all should look seamless. Pretty happy with how this came out for a first attempt. It's not perfect, but that's the whole point of it. Keen to try some different methods with the other one. So I'm going to cap this one off here. I'm going to make it bolt on to the canopy so I can swap it out as I improve equipment, techniques, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for the next one where we do the water jerry can, which will be less fire. If you've got any feedback or pointers, let me know down in the comments. Until then, I'm going to chill out, crack a beer. See you in the next one. Cheers.